everyone. Watch me play Adopt Me. Will I tell you about how I know about some Adopt Me scams? First, we're going to talk about the cousin or friend scam. Basically how this scam works. It's very complicated, so please do not try to expose people like this cause you could get confused and end up getting scammed. So basically this person is going to trade you and show a really good pet, asking you do you have a trusted cousin or friends that could join us so you can win this free pet. And this sounds amazing, doesn't it? Of course it does, but of course they are not actually going to do this cause they are going to scam you if you say yes you do. They're going to ask you to ask that cousin or friend to join you so she can give you the free pet. After your cousin or friend joins you, they're going to ask you if you were on call or in the same house. If you say no, they're going to say, okay, now I want you to prove that they're actually your cousin or friend. Then here comes the scam part where I can get really confusing and tricky. Now, Fear's secretly going to make their two accounts that look very similar to your name and your friend cousin's name. No. You're probably going to ask, why wouldn't we just notice that there are two other people in the server? Because you're most likely going to be in your trade with a cousin or friend because they've asked you to trade your cousin or friend and give them a pet so they can trust that you're actually friends or cousins after they do this. They're going to ask you for your cousin to trade you back your pets, then their fake account is going to trade you. And since you most likely won't pay attention to the name, your cousin or friend are most likely going to accidentally trade them your pets to the old account, and the person and the accounts leave so they can go into their private server and the old account could give them their pets. And that's basically how the entire thing works. And it's really sad that some people fall for this. Now let's move on to scam 2, the pick a door scam. There are two ways to go. We're going to talk about way 1. Number 1 is they're going to round up a group of people by asking who wants to play in the chat. Then they're going to ask you to give them a mega or a legendary to play. Then after everyone has done this, you're going to tell everyone to pick a door, and of course this is a scam, so both doors are going to say that you lose, and then you will ask for your pet back since you lost, and then they're going to leave the server, leaving you outside where their house once was scammed. Way number 2, which is less common, they're going to do the same thing, round up a bunch of people, ask for a legendary or a mega, but except I've actually playing the game. They're just going to leave the server with your pet. This one is less common but still does happen, and it's a very evil and tricky scam to notice. It's called outfit scam. They're going to ask you to accept the first trade and then put on all of your outfits in the second trade and wear them all they say that they are not going to accept, and then the Adopt Me hack will work and give you a mega version of your pet. This sounds amazing, right? But of course this is not actually going to happen. Once you're in the second trade and you've clicked on all your outfits on your last one, you're accidentally going to click accept, and they're going to click accept, then they're going to leave the server with your pet. The next game we're going to talk about is called the YouTube thumbnail scam. This one is pretty similar to the other one but kind of different. They're going to trade you and say, hey, are you rich? If you say yes, they're going to ask you, can you put in your best pet? I need to do a thumbnail for my YouTube channel. It's going to be kind of similar to the last one. They tell you just to accept the second trade and they won't accept. They'll take a picture for their YouTube video, but when you get to the second trade, they're going to accept and take your pet. The next one we are going to be talking about is more for people who have a lot of pets, or rich people to the exact. So people like this are going to say, hey, do you want to offer for my mega giraffe, for example? Then you would say, oh yeah, I'd love to. Let's just say you offered a lot of megas and they ask you to add in a bunch of randoms, and they will do the same, and then when you are typing with them in the chat, they're going to say that you would do it 10 times, or say I promise 10 times. Then when you were saying this, you were distracted, so they're going to take out their mega giraffe and you're going to accept, not really knowing or noticing that it's gone. Then they're gonna leave the server and you no longer have those pets you had before. The next scam we're going to be talking about is the disappeared scam. So basically how this is going to work is you're going to be trading for a random pet, and this person is going to be clicking their backpack and accept at the same time, and then they're going to be adding a random pet like a turtle, for example, and then the turtle is going to disappear because of the glitch. I'm pretty sure the scam has been fixed, but we are not sure yet, so watch out just in case it hasn't been. The next scam we're going to be talking about is trust trading. This is more for new players since I got scammed when I first started by this scam and it was a bad start for me. So basically how it works is this person is going to say, hey, can you trade me that pet and then I'll give you an even better one in a second trade? They're not going to do this. They just want your pet. This next scam we're going to be talking about is common. Not many people fall for it. But just in case you don't know about it, we're going to talk about it. This is called the YouTuber scam. Basically, this person dresses up as a famous YouTuber like Cookie Cracker, for example. Then they say that whoever gets him or them a pet, we get a shout out or give him a mega shadow dragon. Of course, they're just scamming you and they're not the actual YouTuber and will just take your pet. The next game we're going to be talking about is also for new players. This is less common now, but can still happen. Someone will say that they are trading Robux for a pet and they say that you have to give them a pet first, then after you give them a pet, they're going to leave and not give you any Robux. Another scam that happens a lot when parties used to be a big thing that players went to, people would say they were trading pets for bucks. But they would say you had to give them bucks first, and after you give them the box, they're going to leave and they're not going to give you the pet. I mean, it's not really that bad of a scam, but it's still annoying. Another scam that's kind of similar to trust trading is a scam where someone asked you to friend them and they asked to borrow a common pet and they're going to give it back, but then they're going to ask for a higher pet or your best pet so they can try it out, but then they're going to leave the server and unfriend you. A scam that is very common nowadays is when people pretend to be hacked or poor and they ask you for free pets and people are kind of course, so they're going to give it to them and then it turns out they're not actually poor and just want free pets and leave with your pets and do it again and again. That's all the scams for this video. I hope that you guys learned and look out for these scams. Let me know if you want more Roblox videos or Adopt Me videos. Hope you guys have a good day, and anyways, thanks for watching.